What is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Today we're going to be taking a look at the knockoff Reissue Tong Super Saiyan Vegeta figure. What? A knockoff of the Prince of all Saiyans? That's absurd! So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Just got this figure in the mail, and I gotta give a big thank you to my buddy Alex Blaz from agelessgeeks.com for hooking me up with this figure. So if you would like to get yours, go to agelessgeeks.com today. But I'm really glad I got this figure, even though it's being reissued by Tamashii Nations in the advanced color for the Super Saiyan Vegeta. I wanted to get this one anyway because I think Tong did a really great job with the second release compared to the first one. But I really got this figure because I want to use it for a Trunks figure with the Trunks head with the longer hair. So that's the main reason why I got this figure. But let me show you guys the packaging first, then we will get into the figure review. But the knockoff Vegeta comes in the same style of packaging as the SH Figuarts one. You get the same coloring going on. I don't know what some of the stuff says on it, but on the bottom it says Dragon Ball Kai right there. The top of it says Final Flash, and then something else in white lettering. The bottom of it, really not much going on. The side of it, same thing as SH Figuarts, cool little picture of the figure. Then the other side of it, same thing as SH Figuarts, you get a cool little image of the figure right there. And then the back of the packaging right there, a bunch of different poses you can get the figure into. It's the same thing as the SH Figuarts one as well. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get the figure open and get into the review. So, starting off with the accessories first, the knockoff Vegeta figure comes with the same exact accessories as the SH Figuarts Vegeta figure, 6 interchangeable hands and then 3 interchangeable faces. He comes with a pair of fists. They actually look pretty good for knockoffs too. They have a little bit of shading on them as well, so that's pretty cool. So you get a pair of fists, and you also get a pair of open palm blast hands, which have shading on them as well. So they look pretty good, actually. You get a pair of those, and then you get a pair of open palm blast hands where his fingers are all together, though. A little bit of shading on them as well. Or you can call these karate chop hands. So the interchangeable hands are sculpted or molded, and I think they're just a white plastic. Yeah, and then they just put a little bit of shading on them. But they all look pretty good, and then he comes with 3 interchangeable faces. You get the really angry, pissed off face with the vein right there in his head. And they did a pretty good job on it. A little bit of, like the paint looks a little clumpy here and there, and I mean, it's not perfect, but they did a pretty good job with it. A little bit of shading in the hair there. The teeth seem to be painted pretty good. Is there skin tone on the... I think there's skin tone paint on the top part of his teeth. You can kind of see it. Guess Vegeta hasn't been brushing his teeth. But, other than that, looks pretty good. And then he also comes with the normal, regular face sculpt right here, which looks okay. The only thing I hate on it is his eyes are painted not in the same direction. Like, this eye is closer to his nose, while this one is a little further away. And it's not like he's looking off to the left or anything. It's just they couldn't get the eyes painted on there good enough, and it looks like he has a mole right there also. So not pretty good on that face sculpt. And then he comes with the smirking, smiling face sculpt. And the hair on this one has like a chip right there. Same in the front, there's like a little gash or something on there. So not perfect, but they did an okay job. He also has a mole right there as well. And a nice paint chip right there. Jesus, what the hell. But good thing I'm not using this figure for Vegeta. I need to get the Trunks head. But those are all the accessories that come with the Vegeta figure. I know if you want, he also comes with crossed arms. You can get crossed arms or like the Trunks head. I know on eBay you could buy them individually, which is what I'm going to do with the Trunks head. But these are all the accessories that just comes with the Vegeta figure for the regular retail price. But anyway, let's move on to some comparisons. Alrighty, so now moving on to comparisons. The reissue Tong Vegeta stands a little bit under 5 inches tall to the top of his head, and he's a little bit under 6 inches tall to the top of his hair. Over here we have the SH Figuarts Krillin figure, and he stands about 4.5 inches tall. Over here we have the SH Figuarts San Diego Comic-Con Vegeta figure, and he's a little bit under 6 inches tall as well to the top of his hair, so they got the scale right for the knockoff Vegeta figure, which is pretty cool. And then over here we have the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Goku. He stands at 6.5 inches tall to the top of his hair. And then of course over here we have the SH Figuarts Broccoli figure, and he stands a little bit over 9 inches tall. So there's some quick comparisons for you really quickly, and it's cool that that Tong got the scale right for the Super Saiyan Vegeta figure. Anyway, let's move on to the paint and sculpt. Alrighty, so now for the paint and sculpt for the knockoff Super Saiyan Vegeta figure. Tong actually did a pretty good job with the paint and sculpt. I like the blue color that they used. The Saiyan armor looks pretty cool. They did an okay job, not the best. There is shading on the blue parts on the figure. Shading here and there. And I remember the problem with the last Super Saiyan knockoff Vegeta. The toes didn't have the shading on it, but they put it on this figure. I'll show you guys right now. Closer look. As you can see, there's shading on it now. Before, it was just all white with no shading, so it kind of looked a little odd. But they fixed that, and I remember the waist joint was really horrible. This one's a little bit better because it was really loose, the waist joint from the first release. So they fixed the flaws that they had with the first knockoff Vegeta figure. I mean, the Saiyan armor looks really, really cool, actually. They did a good job with it. Nice coloring there for like the goldish, yellowish part right there, and they painted in the lines as well. I mean, not bad for a knockoff figure, truthfully. As you can see, the darker blue shading. It might be hard for the camera to pick it up, but there is darker blue shading on the blue parts on the Vegeta figure. But not a bad knockoff figure, to tell you the truth. Boots look pretty cool, actually. Like, it really does look like the SH Figuarts one. It's definitely not as good as it, but they did a very good job copying off it to make this knockoff figure. Same type of joints pretty much too. So they did a pretty good job with the paint and sculpt on it. Definitely not bad. They fixed their flaws from their first release, Super Saiyan Vegeta, to make this one a little bit better, which is pretty cool. You get a little bit of shading on like the wrist parts as well. Same with the lower boot parts. But pretty good job by Tong, truthfully. But that is the paint and sculpt. Anyway, let's move on to the articulation. Okay, so now for the articulation for the knockoff Super Saiyan Vegeta. He has the same exact articulation, pretty much the same exact as the SH Figuarts Vegeta. His head goes up and down. It also pivots and swivels. The neck joint slightly moves, but it really doesn't. I don't want to break the neck joint trying to move it, but it does slightly move a little bit. The waist joint does pop up, so you can get more articulation out of it. It goes back and forth, it pivots, and then it swivels as well. The shoulders, he has the nice armpit joint right there, and the shoulder joints go up a little bit more than 90 degrees, so that's pretty cool. They go up and down as well. The biceps swivel. Double jointed elbows that bend in a little bit more than 90 degrees. The wrist is on a ball hinge, so it swivels and goes back and forth as well, so that's pretty cool. And then for the leg joints, they do pop out, so you get more articulation out of them. He does kick up about that much. It goes to the back about that much. Then he kicks out to the side a little bit more than 90 degrees, so that's pretty cool, and it does swivel up there as well. He has the double jointed knees that bend back pretty good, and the ankles swivel, they go up and down, they do pivot, and then he has the toe articulation. So he does have pretty good articulation. Not as good as the SH Figuarts one, but for it being a knockoff, it is actually pretty good articulation. But overall, I do recommend the figure. You really don't need to get it anymore since Tamashii Nations is doing the reissue advanced coloring of the Super Saiyan Vegeta figure along with the trunks, so you really don't need to get this figure anymore. I got mine for like 44 bucks, and it doesn't come... This one is just the Vegeta figure. If you want to get like the trunks head or the crossed arms, you will have to go on like eBay and buy those separately, or you could buy them with the Vegeta figure, but it will cost a little bit more money. But like I said, you don't need to get this figure anymore, really. I only bought it because I want to have a Cell Saga Trunks figure, where Trunks has the long Super Saiyan hair. That's the only reason why I bought this figure, and if you want to get that figure for the same reason, go right ahead, because it is a pretty good idea to do that. That's what a lot of people are doing now, since they are doing like the reissue advanced coloring of the Super Saiyan Vegeta, along with the Trunks figure. But I got mine at agelessgeeks.com, so you guys could get yours there as well. He comes with the same accessories as the SH Figuarts Vegeta, and the accessories are pretty cool, actually. They did a good job with them, especially for it being a knockoff. The articulation is okay, not as good as the SH Figuarts one, but it is pretty damn good for it being a knockoff. And then the paint and sculpt, they did a great job on it for it being a knockoff. But anyway, guys, like I said, if you want to get yours, head over to agelessgeeks.com. That's where I got mine. Or you could also join the Ageless Geeks Facebook group. And also, if you live in California, you could always check out booth number 632. That's Alex's booth, the Ageless Geeks booth. And you could get your figures and collectibles there for great prices. But anyway, guys, that's my review of the knockoff reissue Tong Super Saiyan Vegeta figure. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you can go beep yourself. Alright, everybody, I'll see you later. With the Trunks with the longer hair, where he was, on the bottom right there says Dragon Ball Z, or damn it. Alrighty, so now moving on to some the Tong Vegeta. Forgot. Vegeta comes with a few interchangeable just the blah 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 blah. What? This is absurd.